Welcome to the Whispers of the Forge.
The price of gold. Some treasures weigh heavier than pure gold itself. Within the lightless stone walls of the 11th century, a lonely man was trading not his fortune, but his very soul. His name was Theobald, and he was a blacksmith. Yet, in his fire, he forged more than steel. He forged ambition. Late into the night, the ring of his hammer echoed through the village, and people whispered that Theobald would one day be rich. But Theobald wanted only one thing: more. One day, a merchant no one in the village had ever seen arrived. On his back hung linen sacks, and in his eyes shimmered the shadow of secrets. He made Theobald an offer. "Forge for me the strongest sword the world has seen, and I shall open the gates of wealth for you." It was a tempting bargain. Too tempting. Theobald accepted. But this sword would be unlike any other. For 3 days and nights, the forge burned without rest. And when he looked into the molten metal, Theobald no longer saw his reflection, only bags of gold staring back at him. The villagers called the sword the Golden Breath. Those who saw it were spellbound. But soon after, strange things began to happen. Animals fell ill, wells ran dry, and the wind refused to sing at night. A priest came to the village, and upon seeing the sword, recoiled in fear. "This metal is not pure," he cried. "It was forged with greed." Theobald laughed loud and cruel. He was too wealthy now to hear the voices of the poor. That night, Theobald could not sleep. As he counted his coins, his hands began to tremble. From the sword's hilt came a whisper: "You labored for me, Theobald. Now give me what is mine." By morning, the merchant was gone. Only a note remained. Wealth has its price, paid in soil or in soul. Theobald tore it to pieces, laughing wildly. But that laugh would be the last to echo through the village. Days passed. His hands shook, his voice faded. Each time he raised the sword, another house in the village crumbled. The more his riches grew, the less remained of the world around him. On the 7th night, the sword burst into flames. Theobald ran to the well, but its bottom was gone. He looked down and saw his reflection. No gold in his eyes, only emptiness. By morning, the villagers found nothing but ashes where the forge had stood. Theobald was gone. Yet each time the wind blew, it carried the scent of iron across the village. Years later, a child found a rusted fragment among the ashes. "It shines like gold," he whispered. The villagers had learned silence, but that child grew up much like Theobald. Every age has its own Theobald. Some forge money, some power, some titles in the fire of desire, and all forget the same truth. Gold cannot warm the soul, it only burns. And one day, the wind rose again. From the depths of the well, a voice murmured, "Wealth fades. Only the mark remains." Perhaps it was Theobald's last regret, or perhaps the true price of gold. Wealth is not in what you keep, but in what you preserve.